How's it going, everybody? It's Mike from PC Classic Cars, back with another test drive video. Today we are in a 1993 Ford Mustang SVT Cobra with 115,000 original miles, original 5-liter, 5-speed. Kick my AC on. Give it a chance to warm up here just a little bit, but it is nice and hot here in Texas, so. All right, so again, we have a 93 Ford SVT Cobra. This car has 115,000 original miles, has the original 5-liter backed by your factory 5-speed manual transmission like all of the 93 Cobras came with. Power steering, power 4-wheel disc brakes, again, standard equipment on the 93 Cobras. What is really, really cool and what's really special about this car is it's one of 185 93 Cobras in teal, black cloth interior, and a no sunroof car. Again, they make 185 of them like this, and outside of the Cobra R's, this is going to be one of the most collectible and desirable 93 Cobras across all of the colors. Again, some people will argue the black on the black, no sunroof, but for me, and a lot of the Fox Body guys, the teal, black cloth, no sunroof cars are the ones to have. Again, one of 185. This is verified. We have the Marty report. We also have the SVT certificate. So we have some paperwork on this one. It is a verified 115,000 mile car. We do have the Carfax on it. The Carfax does actually represent one accident. The family that we bought it from, the car changed hands within their family a couple times. And one of the, I believe it was the first owner, the gentleman that we bought it from, his aunt bought it brand new. And at some point she did get, she told us, or excuse me, the family told us that it was sideswiped on the rear quarter there on the passenger side. So that quarter has been replaced, and then the entire car has been repainted. So you will see that on the Carfax. But again, for one of 185, it really doesn't matter to me. This is other unbuyable cars, or they don't come up for sale very often in this combo, so I had no problem bringing it into my shop. Paint quality, we'll dive into it a little bit, but it's very nice. On the interior, the code is DJ. It's the black cloth. It's my favorite interior in any Fox Bodies, the black cloth. It is original. It does have some minor wear on the seat here. Very, very minimal stuff where you get in and out. Small little spot on the edge. But for 115,000 miles, the interior is super clean, factory gauges. To me, it looks like the steering wheel maybe has been recovered because it is a little thicker. I could be wrong on that, but it does look like the steering wheel maybe was recovered if I had to say anything was done. But the door panels are all original, console's nice, ashtray opens and closes correctly. You do have an aftermarket stereo. You could go back with the factory Ford radio if you want to. And then outside of that, other modifications, it's got a, I believe it's a BBK cold air intake, and then you do have a Griffin aluminum radiator. Stock exhaust outside of the Flowmasters, which again does not bother me one bit. I love the sound of a Flowmaster behind a 5-liter. AC is cold. I got it on right now. It's blowing really nice and cold. It's on the low setting, and it's very, very comfortable inside here. All your gauges are working well. Horn works. The two disclaimers on this car is the trunk release button in the glove box doesn't work, and then you have the notorious airbag, and then the coolant light will flash every once in a while. Just not something that I'm going to mess with. You can go diving into changing sensors or figuring out what's wrong with it. Just kind of a notorious thing across Fox Body platforms, that sometimes the airbag light will flash and sometimes the low coolant light will flash even though the coolant is full. And see, there's the airbag light just stopped already. And the low coolant line's down as well. Temperature gauge is coming up good, so we'll get on it here a little bit. It's hard to beat the enjoyment out of driving a 505-speed Fox Body. And I'm not a Fox Body guy, but we sell a ton of Fox Bodies here at my shop. I grew up in an era pretty much right after the Fox Body stuff, so if you watch my videos, you know I like the next body style Mustangs. I love the 94, 95 Cobras. Again, I'm a weird dude. A lot of people love these. These are great cars. They're a lot of fun to drive. This one, again, underneath is super clean. Didn't find any rust issues. Obviously, you can see that the passenger quarter was replaced. And then again, the paint quality on this car is very nice. The paint quality is very, very nice front to back. Doors open and close well. Really no nitpicky spots on the paint. It's a really clean paint job. Doesn't really have any touch-ups, no bubbles, no bad body work. It's a good straight car. Factory 93 Cobra wheels. Tires are in great shape. And drivability is just excellent. Again, it's 115,000 miles, so it doesn't drive like a 10,000 mile car, but it's also not worn out. The suspension feels good. We'll dive into that here in a little bit, but it's a great driving car. Center console's real clean. It's been a minute since I had a teal with black interior, no sunroof car. I've owned a couple over the years, but as the Fox body market just continues to grow and increase in value, these cars are getting harder to find that are reasonably priced. Clutch feels really good. Brakes also feel good. Downshift's really nice. Turn signal switch feels good. It doesn't have that worn out feel where it needs to be replaced. Clicks on and off like it should. Power windows, power locks. Power locks all work. Power windows also work. They're not the fastest power windows in the world, but they do get all the way down. They do go all the way back up. That exhaust sounds good. I did touch on it, but the back seat is very, very clean. No weird smells in here. Headliner's nice. You have your dome lights. Actually, I believe those are not coming on, so it probably needs new bulbs for the dome lights. They didn't actually just come on right there, so there you go. They add that to the 3. Take a look at my additional infos tab. Will have photos of the doesn't work section, what works and what doesn't work. Again, the trunk release one will not be on there, but the trunk release does not function properly. And then again, these are not coming on either. Steering is nice and tight, doesn't road walk. Suspension is all stock style equipment on this car. The 93 Cobras, they have pretty good suspension. They have a great road feel to them. Obviously, if you ever want to do anything, there's tons of aftermarket parts out there for the Fox bodies across all the platforms. You could add a supercharger to this car, that would be a really cool thing. But if you also want to leave it as stock as it is, that is cool too. Again, pretty stock outside the radiator, cold air intake, and the mufflers. And then obviously it has been repainted, so. To each their own with what they want to do on this car. Being a 1 of 185, it's worth just keeping stock. Or if you don't care about that, you could do some modifications, do a Pro Charger setup on it, build the motor, do a top-end kit. Pretty much the sky's the limit on Fox bodies. You can spend a lot of money on them, you can spend a little bit, but no matter what you do, they are still very, very fun cars. And this one being a super low production, teal, black cloth, no sunroof car. It'll probably be a while before I get another one that's this same combo. Shifter, it's still a stock shifter. When these have a short throw in them, you can know right away. This one has that real long shift pattern. Again, really easy cars to drive. Suspension doesn't have any squeaks or really any rattles. It drives like a stock car. If y'all follow our page, you know we love Fox bodies here at PC Classic Cars. It's probably the #1 selling vehicle that we mess with as far as total volume in a year-to-year date. I think Fox bodies was the #1 vehicle I sold in 2022, 2023, and probably 2024. I'd have to go back and look at the exact numbers, but I believe Fox bodies across LX Coupes, convertibles, GTs, and Cobras, I think across all of it, it definitely is the #1 selling platform of vehicle that I sell pretty regularly. And this is a great car. My overall feel, it's a fantastic Cobra front to back. Does everything you want it to do. It's a great car for the miles. The paint is very nice on it. Outside of the one accident on the Carfax, again, doesn't bother me because of the production numbers on the car. Nothing was structural. Obviously, the quarter had to be replaced, but nothing had to be straightened on the bottom side, just got swiped on that quarter panel and had to be repaired, and that was done a while ago. And as always, I appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of my test drive videos. If there's ever anything else that y'all want to see, have comments, concerns, questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Make sure you check us out at pcclassiccars.com, and we will see you guys on our next test drive. Thanks again for watching, everybody.